Hi student, I am S.C. Tiwari, your SSC teacher, and the lesson is going on the manufacturing industry, and today we will take the first industry to discuss, and in this category we will take the kind of industry which is called agro-based industry, and we will start our first industry to discuss. It is the textile industry. So all the students have the knowledge about the textile industry. What is the meaning of textile? Textile means the fabrics, the cloths, what we wearing, and that the textile industry is mostly connected with the fibers. And there are two type of the fibers. One is called the natural fiber, and second is called the man-made fibers, which is produced through the chemical process. So this is very important things to discuss. That the fibers are very important, and they are coming through the agriculture, and they are coming from the also animals, means the insects, which produce the kind of fibers, and this is known as a sericulture. So hope all the students could understand well. So now we will discuss about the textile industries, and textile industry we will discuss here about the cotton. You know about the cotton. Cotton is the kind of crops which is produced in the country, and especially the two states where the cotton is produced there. The first state is the Gujarat, and second state is the Maharashtra. And similar states also produce the cotton like the Tamil Nadu and so many. The nearest state where the black soil is found there. So it is very important things that the kind of temperature, geographical conditions which are very favorable for the kind of production of cotton. So cotton industries is very important. It adds about 14% to the industrial production. Means you can see well that whole the industries, the place of the cotton industry in India is the 14%. The second thing is that in the GDP, gross domestic product, where the role of cotton industry, it is near about 4%. 4% is very, we'll say, magnificent share of the cotton industry in the GDP, and many of the things to discuss here, such as it provides the employment to about 35 million people. Means these people which are working here, but only they are related with the cotton industry. If we discuss it with the agriculture, means all kind of the activities in the agriculture. So the people who are working there or who are employed there, near about 90 million people who are directly or indirectly engaged in the agriculture with the cotton textile industries, because there is a lot of long value added chain, means from the cotton fiber production to the fabric manufacturing. So there is a lot of big chain. So in this chain, the different type of the activities where the people are engaged. So student, it is the only industries which is self-reliant. Self-reliant means where the people who are engaged in these industries, they are you will say dependent over themselves, and they have not any over burden over the other people. So that this is very important things. And from the raw material to the highest value added chain, means from the cotton ball plucking, from the cotton ball plucking to the fabric manufacturing. So these are the long value added chain where the people are engaged. So student, cotton textile industries, it is the very old and ancient industries in India, and where the textile were produced from the spinning and handlooms weaving techniques, because India where the textile industries was very developed from the ancient times, and at the arrival of Britishers it also developed, and many of the movement when the textile industries spurred a lot of development, such as the World War First, when the textile industries get the highest demand for the production of cotton from India. So India was only the country which was manufacturing the cotton for the worldwide demand. Today there are nearly 1600 cotton and human made fabric fiber mills in the country. and several thousand small mill factories work with 4 to 6 looms. 4 to 6 looms are the kind of areas where the small scale manufacturing are going on, and many of the places where the big factories are not available, so it is a continue work in the small scale industries or the cotton scale industry. So this is the kind of introduction of the cotton textile industry, and in the further part in the topic we will discuss here what are the kind of we'll say factors for the promotion of cotton textile industries in India, and what are the kind of challenges. So we will also discuss all these I will say topics one by one in the lecture. So students, this is the value addition chain of the textile industries. So we will see that fiber in the first the fiber production. Fiber production in the agriculture process where the fiber are produced in the cotton balls, and then the raw fiber is produced. Then after the raw fiber, the second step is the spinning. Spinning is a process which is done in the villages. In the spinners, by the spinners, it is kind of a profession which is done by the people. So they produce the yarn. This is the second stage. And third stage, it is the weaving and knitting. Weaving and knitting is processed in the handloom, power loom, and looms, and big you will say factories where the cotton also produced in the form of fabric. It is the third stage. Next stage, the fabric which is produced after the production of fabric, it is go through the dyeing process and finishing process, where the garment manufacturing, and then what we find at the final stage, it is the garment. So this is the final stage of the garment, and it is the previous stage of the we will say textile industry. So we will see that in each of the process, the people who are engaged or who are employed, they are getting the kind of you will say employment, and they are dependent over this every value-added chain, and there is a lot of scope for the engagement of the people in the form of employment. So this is a very you will say favorable you will say value-added chain for the people, especially in the villages areas. So student, we will discuss the factors which are responsible for the high concentration of the cotton textile industries in the form of mills in the Maharashtra and Gujarat. So this is very important thing, say why there is a concentration, or why you can say in the place of a concentration you can say there that centralization. Why there is a centralization of the cotton mills only in few states only? Why it is not spread in the whole country? Why there is not a kind of decentralization in the form of cotton mills in the areas only in the Maharashtra and Gujarat? So let's we see that the first factor is the climate. Climate is very suitable in these states because due to the we will say nearest of the seashores areas, or in the kind of the oceans or the sea areas. So this area is very favorable for such climate, means the humid climate. That is very important things. The humid climate is you say favorable in this region, in especially Maharashtra and Gujarat. So due to it, because due to the humid climate, it is very important to use in the industrial purpose, that the thread should not be break down, or there should not be any kind of the breakage in the thread. So humidity produce a kind of you will say tightness or the strongness to the thread. So it is very you will say favorable for the industrial purpose. Second is the kind of factors, the transportation. Transportation is very suitable in these states, especially the Maharashtra, Gujarat, and so many other states. But especially we will count the kind of factors, the transportation, because in these areas the areas of the states are very you will say bigger if you compare it with the population. So Gujarat and Maharashtra, they are the big areas respectively there if you compare it with the population. So due to the only the few areas in the state which are densely populated, so you can say the favorable transportation is available, especially the land transportation, especially the shipping is also very favorable for the transportation of the you say raw material or the final goods to the other countries. And in this area the railways is very suitable in this state because their terrain is very plains, and due to the plain terrain it favors the kind of train or the rail tracks transportation, which is very favorable. Second, next one is the power supply, because these states is the industrial areas, so industries is mostly promoted in this state, so obviously the power supply is very frequently available in this state in support the kind of cotton mill industries. And next one is the raw material. Raw material is the final product which is manufacturing the cotton textile industry. So raw material is available at the area where the mills are available there. So these states are the producer of the cotton, as well as these states are also bearing the mills. So these mills produce the instant cotton textile you say product which supply to the nearest or the farthest places. Cheap labor, because these states are you say attached with the states like the MP, UP, and so many other states which are having the you will say densely population. So these densely populated states support for the cheap labor, because cheap labor migrate in this state very frequently, and they have not crossed the long distance. So cheap labor is available and it support the cotton textile industry. Next one is the market, because these two states of India, Maharashtra and Gujarat, which have the strong and very will say good market available. So this market support the cotton textile industry. Next one is the capital. Capital, why it is very important? That the capital is a very important things for the kind of promotion of the industry, because capital and Indian you will say industrial capital of India is the Mumbai. So Mumbai is the kind of place which support the capital for the promotion of industries. So capital is arranged from the Mumbai or the Maharashtra or in the Gujarat. Gujarat also the a very promoted state, very developed state in the area of industry. So both these two states support the industries for the various factors which are there. I hope all the students could understand well. So student, next we will say topic is the problem of the Indian cotton textile industry. Especially all the states are the producer of the cotton. It is not a very favorable thing for cotton industry, because only the few states produce the cotton. Where the cotton is produced as a good crops, there all these problem has been faced, such as the problem of the raw material, because problems of the raw material is not frequently arranged by some state. If the state are bearing the kind of good industries, good mills, good mill sector is very developed, so raw material cannot be frequently arranged in this area. So this is the very big problems for that area. Second is the problems of the power supply, because India is a country where the kind of power supply arrangement is done by the hydrological power process is 22%, and from the coal thermal power process it is 56%. And there is a lot of breakdown of the you say power supplies time to time. So it is also hampering the kind of mill sectors or the kind of cotton textile industries. So where the power supply is the second big challenge. The next one is the old age machineries and the modernization, because this is very big problem, because updation of the machinery is not you will say checked time to time. So more than 40 to 30 years or 50 years old age machinery has been continually used, and there is a demand for the modernization in the machines. There is the demand for the updation of the machines time to time. Otherwise these industries have to face many of the challenges in future, because high cost due to the I will say demand, because India do not produce the good quality of the fabrics, because India you will say supply or you will say export the good quality of the you say kind of thread or the yarn to the other countries. So this is the challenge for India, because India have to you say import the good quality of the we'll say cotton from the other countries. And second thing is that many of the other countries are also the producer of the cotton. So there is a big competition with that countries, and which are the countries you have to comment it in the comment box, that which are the big supplier or the big producer of the cotton textile industry. So this is the very important things to discuss, and some important topics which has been left, and which has been given in the boxes, and I will discuss in the next videos. After this video I will start the jute industry, not after this topics, after this lecture. After this lecture I will start the jute industries, and few topics which are left, only I am leaving that topics because of that you can consider, and you will just comment me that how much you have understood all these topics, so it is good for you. I hope all the students could understand well.